Hello.
Help.
I've been waiting for you. So you have a pitch for me?
Yes. Okay, so we're planning a four-part mini web series based on the Wattpad story Don't Ever Let Go by Bateau. The story is about a young couple named Ko and Diane who break up because one of them is struggling with their sexuality. The series takes place over the course of the year where the two eventually fall in love with each other all over again.
Interesting. So a four-part web series, you say? How come not a TV or a movie?
Well, given the format of the story and its short length, we've decided that a mini web series would be the best way to go, sir.
Hmm. All right then. So about the story itself. Where does it take place? The time, location, and stuff.
We're glad you asked. Since our two protagonists are college aged, most of the story is going to take place on a campus.
I don't remember there being a campus outside of my.
We also have secondary locations too, such as the cafe and frat houses for college parties. It's where the two characters inadvertently meet and have to face their emotions.
Speaking of those characters, I'd like to hear more about them. Cohen, what's his face?
Dan? Well, we could start with him. Dan's your typical popular jock. He is the frat boy, part of the football team, all that jazz. But he's also a closeted gay man, which is actually the reason he had to break up with Ko in the first place. His parents were going to kick him out of the house if they knew.
Those darn tuition fees.
Ko, despite being the shyer and quieter one of the two, is much more public about his sexuality, and over the course of the story has to deal with his own inner conflicts and the state of his relationship with Diane. He obviously wants to be with him, but understands that he must move on, which is also hindered by the fact that their paths keep meeting. Because of Ko's inner conflicts and Diane's duplicity, they couldn't bring themselves to communicate their true feelings to one another. However, Diane had the courage to bring up how he felt, saying that he deeply missed Ko. Diane, with the courage to voice his thoughts, and Ko, who spends most of his time living in his head, complement each other, and in more ways than one.
Hmm. Now on to business. How do these characters spark emotion in the readers?
The dilemma between his want for Dayan and self value reflects a very common occurrence that many people would be able to relate to. This, paired with Dayan's deprecating self worth caused by his homophobic parents, brings the story to a whole new meaning of resilience, heartache, and most of all, angst. We can tell when certain parts of the story are more significant than others by the way readers interact and comment on certain passages. For example, where it was revealed that Dayan kissed another boy at the party, that passage received the most amount of comments in the whole story.
Hmm. So, why is the story important to tell right now? What sets it apart?
The story in question was actually written for a Wattpad event called #WhatPride, where for every story written under the tag, $1 is donated to the International LGBTQIA Association. So obviously, the story's message is diversity and equity. Diane's fears of being rejected or possibly kicked out of his house shows that homophobia is still around, and it's important to let audiences know that true love always wins in the end. Plus, if you look at the audience reception, people seem to think that too.
Fascinating. The story is very juicy. I like it. It seems like we have a deal, ladies.